It's a bit of a strange day here in Willunga, and quite warmish. Well, it has been quite warmish. I think the temperature's dropped a bit. Excuse me. So we've been doing just up and look at the cornices in this room. So I've done the cornices all the way around. I've done the base coat and the top coat in on all the walls. So we're, after a light sand, we'll be good to go for painting. Once we finish the painting, we can put levelling compound on the floor, and then, well, let's have a look to see what's going on the floor. It's this stuff here, there's a bit of rubbish on it. Came up from the shed yesterday. So that's the stuff. There's a bit of a light shining, reflecting in it. A bit hard to see. So that's the wood. Take the dust off. That's the wood there. So that one there is probably a good one to look at. You can see it with a reflection, a bit of reflection there. So there you go. How's that? Not bad. The colour's not quite right. I think the colour correction on the camera is a bit dodgy, but there you go. That's the floating floor. Got all of that 50 square metres to go in the shed. I may try and see if I can get another pack. But in the meantime, this is what I've been doing this weekend. So the shelving, just there you go. So there, I'll put that in and loaded that set of shelves up with stuff. There's some more shelves to go up the top there. An additional shelf up the top there, and yeah, the shelves go in. I've put them together and screwed them up against the wall. Now these shelves normally use these clips here. They go in like so and clip in like that, but as you can see I don't have many. And some of them are a bit dodgy. Some of them are a bit dodgy, so they're bent like these are. You can see these are all bent, twisted. So I don't have a lot of them left. So I use the clips up for the shelves along this side. Here. Side here I've used the clips, but I'm going to use screws for the rest of the shelves. The screws I'm using are, where's the packet of screws? Over here somewhere. I'll put them down. Oh yeah, they're over here. Okay, so these are the screws I'm using. They're commonly called gutter bolts. So gutter bolts and square nuts. So, and they come in a packet of 50 from Bunnings. They're about $5 from Bunnings. 1/4 inch by 12 mil. Mix of antiquated and new. So 1/4 inch by 1/4 by half. It's perfect for these. And they're the screws I put in there to screw the panels on to the top and the bottom. A bit too far. Yeah, there we go. It's jerking a bit, I don't know why. But I'm going to use them for the remainder of the shelves. They're a bit more tedious to put in. You've got to put 4 bolts and nuts in each shelf, but once you're happy with the shelf position. It's harder to change the shelves, but you never change the shelf height. I've got 2 sets of shelves in the shed, shorter than these. These are 2 point something metres. Hang on, I'll grab the tape measure and go and measure it. I've got some more sides up here. I've got enough sides for another 2 bays. I've got 3 sides, so there's n plus 1. So let's see how long it is. Got to do this one-handed. There we go. It's 2.7 metres, roughly. Just over 2.7, so 2.7 metre high shelves, which is quite a height. They won't fit in the old shed, and they wouldn't suit any of my boys' sheds because they're too tall. But they're perfect for this shed. They fit with a bit of clearance at the top there, look. So anyway, that's what I've been doing. Putting those shelves in, that'll be plenty of storage with room to spare, I think. I think it'll be fine. With the storage I've got in the old shed, I'll just keep some of the old stuff in the old shed. And so I've now got to do the cornices in the rest of these rooms. I've been doing some more patching. As I said, Justin did the bulk of it, but just spots here and there that need a bit of tidy up. He did all the hard work for me. And once I do that, I've got to put top coat. I've put top coat on all of the walls here because they're all done, so they're covered with top coat. I've got to do the top coat on the ceilings and the top coat on I think I've done the corners there. I'm pretty sure I've done the corners there. Yeah, I've done the corners there. Got to put top coat on this room here and the ceilings in this room and the second office. I've got to do top coat in the second office. Light sand and top coat there. So the other things I've got to do is the trim around the doors. I want to put just a tiny bit of trim here around the doors to cover the edges of the gyprock there and around the doors. Both doors in both offices need a bit of trim, and in here I want to put trim around the window here. So up around the window. I want to put trim because there are gaps there and gyprock corners. So I won't put that there, I'll lose it. I'll take it with me. So that's the progress on the shed at the moment. The shelves they're not hard work, they're just just tedious work. Putting in the screws and the clips and the shelves and everything, so it'll take the rest of the day, I think. It's a very, very quiet day. Listen. I can't hear any noise from Victor Harbour Road, but there is a gentle southerly breeze, so it's blowing the noise away. The noise will travel with the wind, and if the wind is heading towards Victor Harbour Road, it'll blow the noise back away. So it'll be quieter. But forecast for mid-30s today. Well, look, you can see showers in the distance there over the Mount Lofty Ranges. That's about Morphett Vale or maybe Adelaide. And there over the northern beaches, and there over the Mount Lofty ranges. Mount Lofty, I don't know if you can see it, I'll just zoom in for you a bit. You can see Mount Lofty is right there. See that peak there? If you look very carefully, you can see 3 towers on it, on Mount Lofty there. They're the TV broadcast towers. They broadcast free-to-air television. We have 7, 9 and 10 and SBS, and then we have the ABC, and they all broadcast from there, but they also have antennas down in Adelaide to cover the areas shaded by the hills. So if you're close to the towers there, you can't receive from the towers, so you've got to get transmissions from Adelaide, which is back about that direction there, way over that hill. So yeah, that's Mount Lofty. Mount Lofty is parallel with Adelaide, so if you travel west from Mount Lofty out towards the Gulfs, that's north there. So if you travel west towards the Gulf, you get to Adelaide, and then from Adelaide you get what they call the western suburbs, and then down to the beach, Glenelg, Semaphore is up north. Some beautiful Adelaide beaches, just look them up, Adelaide beaches, beautiful sandy beaches. It's a huge stretch of sandy beach coming from Semaphore all the way down to Largs Bay. Then there's a few hills, and then you get a beach again at Christie's, and then at Aldinga you've got a small beach there. It's nice, and there are sandy beaches all the way down, separated with hills. Yeah, that looks like that rain is heading towards Mount Lofty, but it rained here, just a very light shower. I don't think it even registered, but it was funny. I was in the shed and I thought, hang on, that sounds like rain. I went outside and sure enough, it was just a very, very light shower. So that's Wollonga today in Adelaide. It's quite beautiful. Oh yeah, the other thing about Mount Lofty, as you see, Mount Lofty is right there. Excuse the out of focus finger. Just to the left of Mount Lofty there in the dip, you can, if you look carefully, I can see it from here. I don't know if you can see it on the video. There's another very small tower. You should be able to see it on 4K. I'm uploading in 4K. My son told me how to do that. There's a small tower there. I used to work there for a number of years, called Mount Benithan. When I worked for Telstra, I worked there, and I used to work in broadband radio, as they call it. If you don't know what that is, I'm not going to explain it to you because it's a bit complicated. If you do know what it is, then that'll be some information for you. So that used to be my day job before I started working in IT. And there we go, there's Wollonga for you.